as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And way past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 7-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 1. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
By the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Pressure right.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Goes get there and take him down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamlet. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down at 5. Flushed out right. Almost post tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. throw here, hauled in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trying to lay one up deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. red zone now. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Colts 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
For the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. He's going to try. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
14. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
The running back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now the second down throw on target. They'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Colts' 36-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. for Campbell downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So that'll back him up 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it third and long. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's second down. Pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Sam. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And that moves. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3-and-out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll look to throw again. From the right side here, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Second and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold it, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
J.J. Hitler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners